For Session Daily Updates, I'm Sarah Allen. The House floor session is anticipated to begin soon. Let's take a look at what's expected to be addressed before we join members gathering for session.
That one. Prayer by the chaplain.
I found my way. They should double your pay this week for all that you put up with. Can I make a motion on that? Good morning, Mr. Speaker, members of the Minnesota House of Representatives. It gives me a great pleasure to have the opportunity to be here this morning. 2 years ago I was here, and so those of you that were here at that time may have heard me share that my personal theme is celebrate life, create a legacy, and make a difference. So as you consider my short prayer, give thanks as we give thanks to our Creator. We have the opportunity to celebrate life by having breath, opportunity, and privilege of freedom, and to know that every minute of the day, the hour, and the year. We are creating a legacy, our story, and the opportunity to use our talents, whether it is time, resources, skill, both mental and physical, and we have an opportunity to make a difference. We can make a difference in the lives of our family, our colleagues around the room, our very diverse community, our very diverse state, and that of a very diverse world. We will be remembered long into the future for the decisions that we make. On a personal note, I can tell you I spent yesterday with a man that was dying of pancreatic cancer, and he was wondering what his legacy would be. And it was rather fascinating to sit with someone that maybe would be here for maybe 6 more months. And if he's lucky, and if there's the miracle drug that's found, it hopefully will be longer. I have never met a person that didn't want to have a wonderful legacy. People talk about their legacies. I'm a funeral director. I deal with it every day. Please keep in our personal prayers our ancestry, those in other lands, and those needing our personal prayers as they deal with challenges we may know nothing of. Our prayer. To our Creator, we say thank you for life, for privilege, for freedom, for fellowship, for family, for friends, for our colleagues, for dreams, for health, and for the privilege and the opportunity we have to be the decision makers for the state and local governments and the communities that we represent. Decisions that will have a long-lasting effect on our generation and those into the future. Today, let us remember the responsibility that is incumbent upon us to share and care for others in this room, with our families, and for those who have elected us to act on their behalf, and those we come in contact with each day. May we all go forward with purpose, continuing to follow our dreams, and leaving a lasting legacy and making a difference for others. Amen.
Thank you. The chaplain for the day is Jim Bradshaw of Bradshaw Celebration of Life Center in Stillwater, Minnesota. Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. The clerk will take the roll.
Well, that's what you have. Sit back and enjoy it.
The clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. The clerk will...
I'm going to wrap the gavel and quiet. A little harder, maybe. Okay. A lot going on here.
The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 89th session, 88th day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Tuesday, April 26, 2016.
If there's no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Reports of standing committees. A copy of this order's business has been placed on each member's desk. If there's no objection, the reports will be adopted. Hearing no objection, the reports are adopted.
Yep.
Second reading of House files.
Second reading, House File number 3944.
Second reading, 44, 3944. Introduction of bills. The following House files have been offered for introduction today. The chief clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction and first reading of House Files 3974 through 3975.
First reading, House files 3974 and 75. Messages from the Senate.
Message from the Senate. Mr. Speaker, I hereby announce the passage by the Senate of the following Senate files herewith transmitted. Senate File number 2381, 2459, 2678, 2760, 2862, 3028, 3084, and 3113.
First reading of Senate files.
First reading of Senate File number 2381, an act relating to elections. Sanders moved that Senate File number 2381 and House File number 2688, now on the General Register, be referred to the Chief Clerk for comparison.
If there's no objection, so ordered.
First reading Senate File number 2459, an act relating to child protection. Zerwas moved that Senate File number 2459 and House File number 2572, now on the General Register, be referred to the Chief Clerk for comparison.
There being no objection, so ordered.
First reading Senate File number 2678, an act relating to natural resources. The bill is being referred to the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources Policy and Finance. First reading Senate File number 2760, an act relating to state lands. The bill is being referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. First reading Senate File number 2862, an act relating to public safety. Pinto moved that Senate File number 2862 and House File number 2976, now on the General Register, be referred to the Chief Clerk for comparison.
There being no objection, so ordered.
First reading Senate File number 3028, an act relating to higher education. The bill is being referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. First reading Senate File number 3084, an act relating to transportation. Mariani moved that Senate File number 3084 and House File number 3497, now on the General Register, be referred to the Chief Clerk for comparison.
There being no objection, so ordered.
First reading Senate File number 3113, an act relating to legislative enactments. Smith moved that Senate File number 3113 and House File number 2797, now on the General Register, be referred to the Chief Clerk for comparison.
There being no objection, so ordered. Representative Dean, member from Hennepin, why do you rise?
Mr. Speaker, point of personal privilege.
To your point of personal privilege, Representative Dean.
I want to personally thank Representative Miller, Representative Dean, Representative Whalen, Representative Backer, and Representative Lomer. Last night, they came to my district. We had a town hall meeting, and it was a great conversation. I'm really thankful that you all came, so I want to acknowledge that on the floor today. Thank you.
Thank you. Any others? Representative Anderson.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker. Members, you noticed in your mailboxes yesterday you received a packet of seeds from the University of Minnesota. Those seeds are for your benefit to plant hopefully sometime this spring. They are wildflowers and also pollinator friendly. And just kind of a reminder that the university has a plant growth research facility that is a bonding request. They do a great job for agriculture, and would just encourage you to plant your seeds and watch the bees this summer. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And for edification, that was the member from Pope County. Any others? Speaker will recognize Representative Pepin, the Majority Leader from Hennepin. Representative Pepin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I move a recess to the call of the chair until approximately 1 p.m. Republican members, we will be caucusing in room 5 immediately after recess.
The Minority Leader, Representative Thiessen from Hennepin County.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The DFL is going to caucus immediately afterwards in room 200.
The Representative from Stearns, Representative Knobloch.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, the Ways and Means Committee will meet at 11 o'clock in room 10 to take up the legacy bill and a couple of other bills. 11 o'clock in room 10.
And the Representative from Hennepin, Representative Pugh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And the members of the Government Operations Committee will meet in room 5 at 11 a.m.
Any other announcements? We have before us the motion to recess. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, we stand in recess.